All right, here we are, as promised, freshly showered and ready to share with you what all I am working on right now. First things first, let me flip things around a little bit. Here is my home. It's in total chaos right now because I am in the pre-packing process of purging. Some of you may or may not know that after 31 years, I am leaving Denver. This is due in large part getting really feeling kind of trapped in the city. I've been living in downtown off and on since 2015, and last year I had a couple of really eye-opening and life-changing trips that helped me put things in perspective. And then after those trips happened, like life does, there was a couple of big deaths in my family. First starting with my sister, who died from complications from COVID in December. And about 5 weeks after that, my mom also died. She was already diagnosed with congestive heart failure, but losing my sister, pretty much that was it for her. 'Cause at this point, she had already gone through the loss of my dad and my nephew that was killed in 2020, and now my sister, and I think that just really sent her over the edge. So it's just me. As far as the original family goes, it's just me and my two younger siblings, my brother and my sister, that are left of the original family. And also, my niece and my nephew, and my kids, of course, and my grandbabies. My daughter and her children and fiance live in Utah, and my oldest granddaughter is starting preschool in September, so I want to be there for that. And I can't live in Denver and be there for that. My process, right? My thought process right now, tentative plans are to go to Taos first because I love New Mexico. I have never been to Taos. I've been to Santa Fe, Albuquerque, Gallup, Truth or Consequences, Las Cruces. I've been everywhere but Taos. And so I plan on going to Taos, and I'm gonna do some photography there, and I'm gonna share with you something that has been a really big influence on me as far as the direction I want to go as a photographer. I am also attending Southern New Hampshire University online as a creative writing major, and I plan on doing some writing as well that you will see here, and lots of behind the scenes stuff. So let me show you a couple of projects and my big inspiration for going to Taos. So this is my big inspiration for going to Taos. I am a huge Georgia O'Keeffe fan, and I stumbled across this book at a Goodwill. I love coffee table books and I love thrift stores, and this was a very fortuitous find. The photographer John Loengard did this series for Life magazine when there was still a Life magazine, and so this book is pretty old. Let me just show you some of the images that really stood out to me. Let me see here. Here's one of them. I mean, obviously, I'm a huge fan of black and white. In fact, most of my work is in black and white, and that's the work that tends to attract the most attention. But there's one image for sure that really resonated with me. Let me see if I can find it. There's her home. I'm hoping to see that while I'm in Taos. I appreciate how he really kept a healthy distance and really just kind of photographed her doing her thing. I believe, in my opinion, that is the true mark of a photojournalist. This image is stunning. I would imagine it was probably pretty hard to talk her into doing anything posed. Georgia O'Keeffe was kind of a, like most artists, an interesting soul. And I love still life images, especially. As you know, Georgia O'Keeffe was an amazing painter, and her work is very well renowned. This is her studio and some of her books, which I love. And just more images of her. This is also beautiful. I often wonder what she was talking about here. I love this because this is her collection of rattlesnake rattles, which is amazing. This is her going through. I mean, this is back when there were still filing cabinets and files. But this is hands down my favorite image in the whole book. Like, there is a beautiful solitude about this photo that really speaks to me, and something that I definitely relate to. So yeah, this is my inspiration for going to Taos. I have a acquaintance who is a painter who is currently residing in Taos, and I'm hoping to do a similar idea with him for this particular part of the trip. So cross your fingers for me that works out. The other project I'm doing is just a small stack of journals. I mean, I've been journaling and writing and doing photography for 12 years now, solidly. And the challenge with being what I call myself is a journal whore. The challenge in being a journal whore and packing up all of your belongings is that you're not going to have access to these journals, and so you have to streamline everything. And so one of the things that I'm working on is taking a lot of the work inside these journals, the writing inside these journals, and putting them in digital form, which isn't as awful as it sounds. It's actually good to go back and look at what you were writing, and it's really funny because a lot of the things that I was writing about, especially in the last 8 years, have been about me just really being a nomad and really traveling and just being free. And so I already did it with one journal, and this is what I have left as far as things that I'm going to want to access. And yeah, and then I'm going to show you, I have a wide collection of plants. This was my mom's, so this came home with me. Here's some stones, and this is a Zanzibar gem. Her name is Wild, and it just rained, which we desperately needed, and I hope that it will rain some more. And then, yeah, I will probably do a separate post about my desk, aka my inner sanctum, and what all is on my desk and what all the pictures above my desk are about. So, yeah, thank you so much for following me around and supporting my artistic endeavors. I appreciate every single one of you, and I will see you again soon. Take care.